Sorry, ladies and gents, let's welcome in the winner of the main thing is he's back safe and sound. I don't know what was up today. Obviously, he can read into factors and all sorts. For whatever reason, if you were to say sit on the horse from Worcester to today, there's no comparisons. Worcester, he jumped brilliant. It was smooth. It was all very easy for him. Today, I don't think he jumped one well. It was just very odd, but that might just be because obviously well up in class, going at pace. He hasn't had to go quite strong for as long. But even so, we'll get him back home, get everything checked, and hopefully something will turn up. Whatever happens,
was he hanging, or was
he was just wanting to go everything into the inside, which doesn't matter so much because obviously dominantly a lot of the courses are that way around. But just for me, because he was so straightforward last time, it would suggest something like a little bit sore or something along those lines. But otherwise, what's nice, he seems perfectly fine trotting, cantering down the sand. We'll get him back home, get him back into the routine and the regime. And I can tell you one thing for sure: the size and scope he has, as I said it last time as well, is he'll have no problem jumping fences. I know you're all going to look at me a little bit funny because he's gone around and made 7 mistakes out of 8 hurdles. But with the size and scope he has, sometimes you'll naturally see he'll be better for jumping a fence. There's a lot more to look at, it's a lot more to measure. Whereas you think he jumped the baby Worcester fences beautifully, and he's gone around and today jumped the traditional old hurdles, which aren't quite as much to look at, not as well. But look, that's he might be reading into a little bit, but even so, we'll get him home, get everything checked, and I'd be fairly confident the ways on around Worcester will be back. So,
and what's your view about the bounce factor?
I'm starting to believe it. Yeah. I don't want to because we're going to keep trying. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We just can't get in.
Did you hear you had a call?
Yeah, no, I heard. Thank you. Yeah. They can wait the bonus. Haven't recorded that of you. God, I get stuck off. Very frustrating, and just as we discussed before, until you start, you don't know. After about 4 furlongs, I'd like to have pulled him up and send him back to his box and given up because he never seemed to be travelling. And I knew we can't really afford at this level to start making mistakes and giving them 2 lengths, 3 lengths. He's probably quicker horse than him in anyway, even though he's got a lower weight. So, but
at least we were 4.
thank you for that. That's helpful. No, I mean, nothing changes from last week, but it's just this is a bit of a write-off, unfortunately. It's one of those things. It's a crazy horse system. We live in the handicapping system that you feel obliged. You've got to go quickly, otherwise you're going to be punished. We'll be punished more now next time, and you get forced into it. And it gets this silly things where a horse hasn't run for 400 days, or who 500 days, and you're not going twice in a week, which is really not the way you plan it. I just said to Dan, it seems to more often than not work than work. So I think we might have a rethink about that. But it doesn't change the fact that he's a really nice scoping horse going forward. I'm confident we'll get him back to Worcester levels and better, I hope.
Yeah, thanks.